After a pause over the weekend, freshwater discharges are once again coming through the St. Lucie locks.
And that has some on the Treasure Coast tonight really worried that algae in Lake O is now on the move again. News Channel 5's John Shaman live for us at the locks in Stewart this evening to explain. John?
Shannon, Kelly, again, the concern here is algae, and we have seen algae here around the St. Lucie lock, but perhaps not at the levels that we saw 2 years ago. Now, Governor Rick Scott directed the Department of Environmental Protection last week to issue an emergency order asking the Army Corps of Engineers to move water south. But today, some of that water is again moving east. Our first stop was Lake Okeechobee. There are signs at Port Mayaca in western Martin County warning people to avoid contact with the water.
Disgusting. Look at that.
Former Sewells Point Mayor Jackie Thurlow-Lippisch flying over the lake on Sunday, capturing these images of the algae. Monday, the algae was on the inside of the lock. At a boat ramp in Indiantown, the algae is a bit thicker, not to the extent it was 2 years ago, but gaining in prominence.
Par for the course this time of year.
Jim Harder likes to spend every day on the water, but this Palm City boater is concerned over a potential repeat of the lost summer of 2016.
The toxins that are released from the algae that's coming down from Lake Okeechobee.
So far, some of the algae samples taken by the state have found low levels of toxicity, but below the levels considered hazardous by the World Health Organization. Still, the continued release of fresh water has Harder wondering how much more the estuary can take.
It would take at least 2 weeks of no releases at all before the salinity starts getting up above zero.
Back out here live, out by the St. Lucie lock, you can probably see the algae there. Not the long streaks, but little flecks right now. You certainly see it when the sun is out. Now, the DEP was out today. They took a sample at Port Mayaca, and they also took 2 samples out in Glades County. We should get those results in the next couple of days. We're live in Martin County. John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.